Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new video. HPL Dynasty 2, Season 1, Week number 2, if I'm not mistaken. We have ourselves a game of the week with two very unique users that are talented at this game. We have,
Oh.
no,
Hold on.
hold on. Got some technical difficulties. All right, we are back. Like I said, we have two very unique users that will be playing this matchup of College Football 26 with the visiting program of the Louisville Cardinals with the head coach of DJ taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide, who is head coached by Electric Days. This is the head coach from Rutgers University, Andrew the God. And alongside with me in the booth, I have the head coach from the Tennessee Volunteers, Mr. Hex. How you doing today?
Pretty good. It's going to be an exciting matchup. These two, regardless of the colleges they are, always bring out a great matchup. But this is now like, the big bad villain now of Electric Days. We're used to seeing him in Kansas State. Kind of, you wouldn't call him an underdog, but with the school he had then, it was kind of one of those things where it was going to always be a little bit on the harder side to compete. But now it's Alabama. I know he hates to hear it, but this really is, kind of your chance, your moment to shine. But it's not going to be easy, especially with other people such as Miami, maybe Florida, some of these other users with these great schools. So it's going to be, maybe a little bit of a learning curve with a new team, but if anyone can get it done, it's him.
As we're going to get a brief pause in the game itself, and I have to strongly agree. I mean, I played against Electric myself 2 times, and I lost twice, but I can say Electric is pretty good at the game. However, though, we understand the narrative. He has one of the best schools in the game, if not probably top 5. So if he doesn't win a championship, there will be some very, very unhealthy debates and conversations. As well as for DJ, he's a very solid user. I've only played him once. I beat him once, but DJ is very, very solid at this game, and I've seen him beat other pretty good users in this HPL server as well. I guess we could talk about the keys for today as we are on this pause screen. For Louisville, I think definitely get the ball to Isaac Brown. I mean, he's just phenomenal. One of the top 10 running backs in this game, in my opinion, and across the nation. Definitely gonna have to play some really good defense against this talented Alabama offense, and you're gonna have to have some very good communication as well, because the stadium post is very loud, as you are going against the second-ranked school in the nation. And for Alabama, I think it's just, plain and simple for them. They're going to have to play their style of football, show them how they run things here in the gridiron. Hex, would you like to have any input for today's keys matchup?
Yeah, for Louisville, I kind of agree. It's getting into that big playmaker's hands, and I know you said he's phenomenal, but, I hate to put it this way. That's kind of putting it lightly. What we've seen people do with Isaac Brown, maybe not necessarily in this dynasty, but, other ones we've done that, we've not been so kind to stream and broadcast here, but Isaac Brown really is the key playmaker, and it's such just a weird way of putting it of how elite he is and how it just changes an entire game plan. For Alabama, I think this game, you have to win it in the trenches, and that should be on the easier side with, the overall difference here, but never take it lightly, and there it is.
And there goes Isaac Brown, the man himself that we were just raving about in today's keys for Louisville to get this win. And he gets a big carry on the first play of the game. And piggybacking off what you just said, yeah, I think Alabama, again, if their game plan for them is plain and simple. It all starts in the trenches, as they have the overall advantage. As Isaac Brown takes the check down, makes a man miss in the open field, and get the first down.
Yeah, and for Louisville, as much as we like to, sit on Isaac Brown, Chris Bell, I believe is his name, Colin Lacey, those are two really good guys. Miller Moss is not a, light thrower of the football. He can take it deep when he needs to, but, they're going to really have to use Isaac Brown to open up the other parts of their offense.
And that is no mistake there. Miller Moss dropping back. Going to have to get rid of the ball, and that's just what he does on that play. He takes a big hit. And, yeah, you are absolutely right. I keep forgetting that this is the first year in our HPL 2 dynasty, so this is the actual active current roster. So yeah, Louisville definitely does have some weapons on this offense, but Isaac Brown is going to be the main focal point for this team as we see a 5-wide set here, bunch on the right side, 4 receivers. Miller Moss looking across the middle of the field, and there goes Lacey, one of those other big playmakers for this offense. Chris Bell, the senior speedster, with a huge catch to put this Louisville offense on the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and it just looked like Alabama was going to play underneath there, you know, kind of expected that. They did that for the last play there and almost had a big play with the D lineman kind of jumping it, but Miller Moss kind of fitted into the tight window, and what a play by him.
As we get to a halfback stretch, Isaac Brown gets in between the hole, and he was able to walk in untouched practically. Touchdown, Louisville Cardinals, as they punch it in first on the scoreboard with the 5-play, 76-yard drive. They didn't really use that much clock. They came out and had a very, very successful drive.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you expect out of DJ. He's not, you know, kind of a methodical kind of driver. He's a very slow, he's going to take, or not very slow, he's very big play driven, especially out of that big time running back. And, you know, there, I think for, you know, Louisville now on the defensive side, it's going to be really hard to stop Alabama, especially with their plethora of weapons. But I think you just need to slow them down a little bit, allow, you know, maybe cause a couple mistakes. It's going to be tough, but if anyone can do it, I think it might be DJ.
As we got Jam Miller on the carry for 3 yards on the play. And, yeah, like you were saying, this Alabama offense, I mean, they are just one of the best across the board at almost every single position. And we do have a cover athlete on the outside, number 2, Ryan Hollywood Williams, as they call him. Jam Miller with the carries, 2 yards on the play. He hits a nice little spin move, and it's going to put Alabama here on a 3rd down and 5. Very, very manageable.
Yeah, and as we talk about Ryan Williams, we can't ignore the O-line here, as we see there he is, the big man, Ryan Williams. But as I was saying, the O-line there, Caden Proctor, you know, Jaden Roberts, those are 2 big draft name tackles, and that allows, Ty Simpson and any of the other quarterbacks to do what they want. You know, it allows so much time, and having a good O-line like that allows for so much. And there's Jeremy Bernard over the middle.
And yeah, we cannot dismiss this whole entire offense. I mean, these guys are a juggernaut. They're loaded everywhere. It's not just Ryan Williams. You've got Jeremy Bernard. You've got Jam Miller. The offense is just very insane. Here we go. Handoff back to Jam Miller. Runs into his own lineman. Somehow bounces off that blocker and gets 7 yards on that carry. And yeah, like you were saying, this offensive line has some potential NFL first-round draft picks, and that is just what Alabama is typically known for as far as their offensive linemen in recent years. Here we go, 2nd down and 3, ball on the 45-yard line. Man in motion, it's the tight end. He runs back to his original spot. Ty Simpson dropping back. Instant pressure in his face, and Renee Conga is going to get a huge sack, and that's going to set up the Alabama offense to a 3rd down and 12 here. Obvious passing situation here.
Yeah, and it just looked like he was uncovered. I'm not sure if it was a blitz or just a missed assignment, but that's another thing Louisville also has. They have a really good D line. Ty Simpson stepping up into pressure,
and Ryan Williams somehow able to make the catch and almost broke out of that tackle. And I mean, that was just an insane read from Ty Simpson. He just had to get rid of it, and just why not throw it to your playmaker, right? I mean, I said it before, he was on the cover for a reason. That is the cover athlete, Ryan Williams. Ty Simpson dropping back, looking, eyes downfield, has plenty of time, takes the drag route to Jeremy Bernard, and he gets only 3 yards on the reception.
Yeah, on the previous 3rd down and 15, you have to feel for the defender number 21. He looked like he was trying to play the interception instead of playing, the receiver and the ball, and it's just kind of bad case scenario. Could have ended out poorly there, but anyway, we see Simpson, really good pocket there. All day
to throw. I mean, and he throws an interception! Lubin across the middle of the field, across the 51 man to beat. Oh, and he breaks the tackle to the 20, to the 10, the 5, touchdown Louisville. Oh my goodness. And that's exactly what you're looking for if you are Coach DJ. Oh my goodness, defensive play made. And
I
that's going to
mean,
set Louisville up with the two possession lead here. Oh my goodness.
wow. Ty Simpson had all day, I don't think he saw the defender, or maybe he thought he could fit it in a
That's what
window.
I'm saying. I don't think he saw him either. He had all day. You could have made an in and out double with that pocket. And instead he gifts the Louisville defense a free interception, a pick six at that. And that's going to set up the kick return out to the 15-yard line on that last return. Ty Simpson, shotgun set, running back in the backfield. He's going to go in motion. Three-man rush, though, has all day to throw this ball. Takes the check down.
Oh.
A little bit of technical difficulties, and he somehow managed to. Oh, he actually ran him over. Wow, as you can see on the instant replay, had a little bit of slight technical difficulties up here in the booth, but we are all back. We are green as grass. Here we go. Shotgun set for Ty Simpson, dropping back, looking, eyes downfield, has pressure in his face, has to get rid of it. And I mean, this Louisville defensive line, I got to give them credit for what I'm seeing in this first half. I mean, he's only sending 3, and someone is still somehow getting home.
I know we're giving credit to the defensive line, but I think right now it's just number 90. There he got again, but, little check down to number 4. I believe that's Hill. But, yeah, just 90. He's, as soon as the ball snapped, he's able just to quickly get to him, make a move, and that left or that right side might be a little bit vulnerable. Might have to do a little bit of an adjustments there. Maybe make a, tight end block, running back check, something.
Something, right? Give Ty some time. I mean, he's just coming in free almost every time. And this time, oh my goodness. And this time the nose guard came in free, and Ty Simpson had to get rid of that ball. But that's going to be intentional grounding, and that's going to force the Alabama Crimson Tide to punt this ball away. Great defensive stop from Louisville. Lacey, the deep man, to receive this kick. Fields it. Makes a man miss. Oh, and he had so much room to work with if he somehow was not able to run into that blocker. And we are approaching the end of the first quarter with a score of 14-0. Shotgun snap to Bell on the jet pass is going to be absolutely nothing on that play.
First quarter ending here at 14-0 Louisville. That's, I got to say, so far I'm a little bit surprised, just it seems a little out of whack.
And here we go. Start of the second quarter. First
oh my goodness.
10. Oh, he tried to take a shot down the middle of the field. Receiver unable to hold on to that. That is a tough catch you are asking him to make. The ball came out very wobbly on that last play, as you can see on the replay. 3rd down and 10 here for the Cardinals. Obvious passing situation here if you're Bama. You got to get this stop. Get this offense back on the field. Try to cut this lead down. Here we go. 3D linemen set for Bama. Miller Moss looking, and he throws an interception to Lawson.
And that might be a pick
Nothing
six.
but clear green grass. One man to beat. The 10, the 5, touchdown, Crimson Tide. And just like that, they cut into the lead, just down by 1 possession.
And that's just a perfect play by the middle linebacker. Kind of, you saw the underneath drag. Looked like he was going to play that and quickly switched to the, I believe it was going to be the dig or the in route, and just was able to make the play. That's what you have to do. That's what you expect out of this Crimson Tide offense. Rough start, but that's how you throw a right hook and rock the opponent just a little bit.
And man, Coach Electric making the defensive adjustments. Gotta respect it. I got to respect it. Here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Cardinal offense. Not play action. Hands it off to Isaac Brown. Breaks the tackle. Then some. Gets the 1st down.
Yeah, that was the tightest of tight holes. Yeah, he broke the tackle, but, That's just what you expect out of Isaac Brown. One of the quickest, shifty guys that you've known.
And
Was
it
that a
looked like
screen?
it looked like a screen pass trying to get set up, and Miller Moss just dirt that ball. Wow.
It's one of those weird things where, the screen passes like those, it always puts the quarterback on the back foot. So if it's not a perfect ball, it's just going to be really hard. And oh my,
Oh, and he throws another interception. Miller Moss,
and
what are you doing? And Brown down the sideline, one man to beat,
oh
takes
my
the
goodness!
hurdle, and he almost breaks the tackle, but he gets down at the 9-yard line. And just like that, the Alabama defense is gifting their offense another chance to score and potentially tie this game. Ty Simpson rolling right, eyes downfield. He's
Oh my
going to keep
goodness.
it himself. Oh, and he gets hit with the gain of nothing on that play.
And we saw that earlier in the game where it looks like he's going to step up and roll with Ty Simpson and kind of bait that defender away and then make the throw. And now it's Keelan Russell in the game. That's an interesting choice.
See the freshman Keelan Russell himself. He's a dual threat. He's pretty fast. Gets to the sideline, runs out of bounds. Ball on the, looks like the 4-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd down and goal here for the Crimson Tide. And if you're Alabama, you just got to get points on this drive. Would be nice, but you have to get a touchdown here. Ty Simpson's back into the game, looking under
pressure.
Oh, and he gets sacked. Oh, what a defensive play from Lubin. And
grabs the ankle and twists it just a little bit. It's gonna be
man. And that's going to have to let Alabama settle for 3 here on this drive, which they get. And that's only going to knock this lead down to 1 point. Or no, not 1 point. 4 points, excuse me. The score of 14-10. And
yeah,
if you're Louisville, my fault, I didn't mean to cut you off, Hex. But if you're Louisville, that is a great stop because you put yourself in a very dangerous position. And now you're still up 4 here.
Yeah, and I think if you're Alabama there, you've got to be very disappointed. I think if, like let's say Ty Simpson threw the ball away or incompletion, I think you go for it there.
Miller Moss is just going to have to get rid of it. Some technical difficulties. All right, we are good. And yeah, he had to get rid of that ball. Had 3 defenders running at him. No one got open.
Yeah, and that's got to be the lovely thing about being Alabama is that, your secondary, your defense is really good, and it just allows you to do so much. It's going to be quick
Moss takes
out.
the outside route to Collins, it looked like, and he's going to get about 6 yards on that reception. 3rd down and 4 here, very, very manageable. And yeah, like you were saying, that is one of the best things about having a good school in this game is especially a school like Alabama, historically known for having NFL level talent, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Here we go, 3rd down and 4. Miller Moss looking,
wide
has
open,
a man, Colin
coverage.
Lacey down the sidelines, touchdown Louisville. And just like that, just bad communication on the back end for the Crimson Tide. And Louisville strikes back and extends his lead out to 11 with the score of 21-10.
Yeah, it kind of looked like man coverage, maybe a 0 blitz, nobody play back, everyone play man, send everything you can. But that just left, I believe it was Lacey wide open over the middle, no over-the-top help. Oh, my goodness.
And they're, like we said earlier in this game, Colin Lacey, one of those big playmakers for the Cardinals offense. And indeed, he made a big play on that last possession for Louisville. And let's see what Alabama has here. 1st and 10, ball on the 15-yard line. Split back shotgun formation. Hill the man in motion. Ty Simpson dropping back, rolling right, eyes downfield. Has a man caught.
Oh my goodness.
Ryan Hollywood Williams. And he gets tackled after a huge chunk play.
I wasn't even looking back over the middle. It looked like he had the corner route wide open and the deep safety was playing, I believe, the streak.
I gotta strongly agree with you on that. I did see the corner route get open, but he said, why not throw it to my playmaker?
Yeah, and again, Keelan Russell in the game. I'm very intrigued to see what this quarterback situation is, why Russell's in the game for some, I guess, formations, and Ty Simpson there for another one. Maybe it's a 2024 Michigan situation with Alex Orgy and I believe it was Davis King or whatever his name was.
I believe so, and here we go. Ty Simpson rolling all the way
Oh
back,
my goodness.
looking, has a man. He throws an interception to Clark, and that's another
Wow.
interception for the Alabama offense. Louisville is taking over this turnover battle, and they're going to get set up at the 27-yard line. That's just a bad read from Ty Simpson.
I mean, maybe if he threw it more towards the inside to his receiver, it just maybe looked like an overthrow. I'm not entirely sure, but, we saw the stats earlier for us, but neither of these teams are too keen on, the top 5 passing. Not sure if they're in the top 10 or anything. But here comes Isaac Brown. Oh, my goodness.
Across the field. Nothing but clear green grass ahead. The 10, the 5, touchdown, Louisville.
Goodness.
Isaac Brown, have yourself a day. Oh, my goodness. And that is going to extend this lead out to 28-10 as we are approaching the 2-minute warning of the first half. And oh, my goodness.
I mean, and I have to say this, I know it's very early, and maybe I should keep my mouth shut in terms of a commentator's curse. Oh my goodness, that could have been a breakaway, but if you lose here, this feels like the SEC could be blown wide open. And again, I hate to, we're seeing the stats, but 2 of my players in the top 5 for interceptions, I'm going to glaze myself a little bit here. But, again, if Alabama loses here, Georgia's what, 0-2. I'm not sure about LSU, I'm 3-0, and that kind of creates so we're having a little more technical difficulties here, but you have to wonder, with an Alabama 1-1, Georgia 0-2, it feels really weird for the SEC.
And yeah, that would be very interesting if Alabama somehow miraculously loses this game. And had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we should be back and up to date. Yes, we are. And yeah, taking a moment outside of the game, I do not want to see Keelan Russell getting any snaps because I'm looking for a quarterback for Rutgers University. And oh my goodness.
The hickory dickory, that's some electric trickery right there. That's what we're used to seeing. Isaiah Horton.
Yes, I was like, I don't want to mess up his name, but yes, Isaiah Horton. That's his first catch of today's game. And yeah, like I was saying before, I do not want to see Keelan Russell taking any snaps. And we get a desync. Oh no. And just
what's
like
the plan?
EA servers are not rocking with us. The score was 28-10.
Yeah. We can, I don't know. We can play the whole thing or play second half.
Just play second half and 28-10. So, I'll just keep in mind that I'm up 18.
Yeah.
I'll keep track. Don't worry. All right, search. You get ball, so
it was like what, 3.5 quarters, right?
And we just got to play 2 because, well, actually, if you want, we can play half the third as well, so, and that'll count.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
All right, okay.
So 28-10 is the score.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As yeah, the EA servers tend to have these little desyncs.
Going to the intermission here, a lot of, kind of gonna, bring up a little topic. We kind of, again, I don't know if the stream would have seen it, but we saw again, the passing leaders, and again, a lot of the users. I believe every team in there was a user. I think it was UCLA, Florida, who kind of miraculous. I can't say that word. I'm not very smart, but was leading there, and I believe Tony is the coach there, and that would have been his first week. So to lead that with 900 yards, it would have been, I believe, I'm not sure who was third, but a lot of users kind of leaning on the pass.
And I mean, yeah, just a game where defenses quite literally hard to play, and it's hard to get stops. And it's very offensive heavy, offensive based. You are expected to see numbers like that, stats like that. As we are back in action, yes we are, and just to give you guys a brief update, the score is Louisville up 28, Alabama 10.
So yeah, I believe Louisville will kick it away here because Alabama did have possession when the desync happened. I believe, I'm not entirely sure, or unless they're just gonna play it, that would. Yeah, I believe Louisville will just punt it away.
Yeah. So yeah, for those who are wondering, excuse me, we are in the second quarter, and the score is 28-10. And I believe it was at 3 minutes and 32 seconds, 3 minutes and 28 seconds. It was around that time frame. So we are just continuing from there.
You know, when we kind of saw the overalls there, and you know, from the center to the left side, it's 90 plus. The big draft names that we talk about, Jaden Roberts, Caden Proctor. But on that left side, not entirely sure their eligibility wise, but a lot lower in the overalls, not too terribly. Ty Simpson got a man over the middle. It's Jeremy Bernard.
He just had all day to throw that ball. Shout out the Crimson Tide O-line for giving Ty that time to make the read down the field. As we see a little bit of tempo offense here. Still in the shotgun formation. Ty Simpson eyes downfield, rolling right, keeping the play alive. He's running back to the left, running up the middle of the field. Has a man. It's caught. First down.
I mean, that's just what we expect out of Electric, and I mean, he does it all the time. He did it at Kansas State. He's going to do it here, and here it's going to be a lot more effective, especially with that offensive line, and it almost feels like it's unguardable.
And here we go, Ty Simpson rolling right, just like he did on the last play, and he takes a shot to the end zone and throws it into the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and technically, I believe, I'm not entirely sure, I could be wrong, but he had 3 interceptions. Obviously, Sats didn't save, so it's going to be a little bit different. Might have a little more composure, but 3 interceptions, that's a lot, especially kind of considering. But over the middle, make that number 4.
Speaking of interceptions, Ty Simpson, what are you doing? He's just gifting everyone an interception on this Louisville defense.
Oprah Winfrey, you get a car, and you get a car.
And that's going to set up Louisville with the ball. First down and 10 on the 14. Isaac Brown bouncing around. It's about 9 yards on the carry.
Yeah, just playing pinball with his O-line, bouncing off 74, then 50, then 60, and just going everywhere.
There we go. Second down and 1. Pistol formation. Handoff to Isaac Brown.
Oh my God,
breaks
it
the tackle.
pushes off.
Takes a big hit, but nevertheless gets the first down and then some.
I don't understand what this glitch is telling us. Isaac Brown has 75 speed, but that's obviously not the truth.
Obviously,
that's
false
obviously
information.
False.
Like EA,
Fake
college
news.
football 26, y'all gotta get it together,
Fake
man.
news.
Because I don't know what y'all are showing. Because we know Isaac Brown don't got 75 speed now. Come on,
Nakai Hill Green, the Colorado transfer, a name I'm too familiar with. Big name linebacker. Punches, I believe that was Colin Lacey.
Oh, and the defensive line was able to break up the pass, and that's going to set up a third down and long here for the Cardinal offense. This would be a huge stop for Bama's defense to get these boys off the field.
Yeah, absolutely, and looked like a little return route there.
Oh, screen set up for Isaac Brown on third down. He's able to get about 7 on the carry. Now, this is inside 4th and 5, so he can go for this if he chooses to, which it looks like they will elect to leave the offense on the field.
Yeah, and you're up big. I believe the score is 28-10, so up big here. It can be a little risky, but you got to be understandable that, you can get burnt bad here. No Isaac Brown in the game. I believe that's Duke Watson. Maybe I'm wrong.
I believe so, and
it's
that's
a different
Brown. First down.
Brown. I think that says Keejon. Can't really tell.
I know I couldn't see. I saw a little blurry pixels, but I think that's Kevon Brown or Keyshawn Brown. Nevertheless, Brown gets the first down and keeps this Louisville offense on the field.
Oh my goodness.
RPO, Colin Lacey with the blocker
Oh
downfield.
my
Makes a
goodness.
man miss down the sidelines. Touchdown, Louisville. Oh my goodness. What a play from Colin Lacey. The natural athlete he is when he has the
35-10
football
is the
in his
score.
hands. As we get a live listening from the head coach of Louisville DJs just to keeping us updated with the score. The score is 35-10 down here in Alabama.
Yeah, and I mean, that was like the latest RPO I've ever seen. You know, it looked like he was going to hand it off, and then last second, oh my goodness, Hampton. But yeah, it was like the latest RPO, and honestly, I thought it was going to get pitched. It looked like the Alabama defender was there and kind of jumped for it, but I don't know. That was just very risky. You know, kind of tightened me up a little bit. Wasn't
I thought
expecting
there
it.
was going to be an illegal ban down the field, but he was eligible, I guess. So here we go. Ty Simpson dropping back, has pressure in his face, and he just barely gets rid of it as he takes a big hit from 3 Louisville defenders.
Yeah, the guy
As you can see on the replays.
Yeah, the guy we were talking about a lot last game, number 50 and number 90, those guys were getting after the quarterback and kind of manhandling this offensive line, kind of, unexpectedly, but there they are again.
Here we go, Ty Simpson,
Oh my
pressure in his
goodness.
face, takes a deep shot, has a man, Hollywood, touchdown, Alabama, and just like that, they strike back, and they're trying to cut down into this deficit. And the score is 35-16, and Alabama's going to go for 2 here. Why not? You're down big. Ty Simpson, eyes downfield, rolling right, has a man,
Late.
gets the 2-point conversion, and it looks like he gets injured
35-18.
on the play. Oh, we might have to get an injury report stat on Ty Simpson. Nevertheless, the score is now 35-18 down here in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, and I guess it's not super. Oh my goodness.
Fumble!
And they get it back.
As Ty Simpson looks to be okay on our injury report here.
Yeah, and as I was saying, that wouldn't be too worst case scenario. Ty Simpson's, been playing pretty poorly, so maybe Keelan Russell is the guy, or Alex Mack.
And yeah, like I said earlier, we do not want to see Keelan Russell getting snaps. I believe he is going to potentially hit the transfer portal in his offseason. He will be in a Rutgers uniform.
Will he?
By year 2. Oh no, we're just
Oh my
manifesting
goodness!
it. And he tries to test the user, and he gets there. Collins with the big play.
Again, just lapse coverage, very lackadaisical. Just crosser over the middle, hits him very early and could have been very dangerous, but it wasn't. Isaac Brown
was only able to get 2 yards on that carry. The Crimson Tide run defense was ready for that one.
Yeah, and I know, obviously stats didn't save, but he had a big game, it was, I believe it was 117 yards, so.
And why not go back to Brown? This time, Bama's defense is all over the screenplay, and like you were saying, yeah, the stats, if they did save, I mean, he was having himself quite the game.
Yeah, and that, the big key player we were expecting, just doing his thing. Again, 5-wide set here.
Here we go. That stadium post is knocking and rocking. It is getting loud here in Tuscaloosa. Here we go. Miller Moss dropping back. Eyes downfield. Has a
my
man.
goodness.
Colin Lacey. Touchdown,
answer back.
Louisville. And I mean, just he was wide open. It just no type of communication on the back end.
42-18.
Defense.
I'm keeping score, don't you worry.
And I mean, Louisville is just up huge here. And I don't think anybody saw this coming. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, I expected it to be a close game, 2 offenses throwing right hooks, but I mean, this, again, the 4 interceptions. I know the stats are going to show 1 for Ty Simpson, but 4. And, one of those was a pick 6 early in the game. It kind of just
No, we
feels
have
weird.
Keelan Russell in. God dang
We not happy
it.
Keelan Russell is in the game for personal
I'm not
reasons.
happy, very not happy. But Keelan Russell, as we are talking about him, rolling right, eyes down the field, takes a deep shot,
And there's
and he
number
throws an
5.
interception. Oh my goodness, Holloway down the sideline takes a big hit out of bounds, ball on the 17-yard line.
And I mean, they keep throwing these deep shots, and it's, I don't know what defense Louisville's running, but they're able to read it well and just make plays on it. But big stop there, only getting back to the line of scrimmage there for Isaac Brown. But yeah, Louisville's defense, ooh, they're playing well today. Maybe a chip on their shoulder.
And I mean, just another gift for the Louisville offense, and let's see if they can take advantage. Here we go, Collins.
Oh my goodness.
Takes a big hit, but gets the first down and sets the Louisville offense up for 1st and goal.
I think those guys need to go to jail for attempted murder. One guy went low, the other guy went high, and I think that's a murder attempt there. Oh my goodness.
And that's going to be a walk-in touchdown for Isaac Brown. Louisville up big here. I mean, oh my goodness. That RPO, I honestly thought that defender was going to get to Miller Moss before he handed that ball off, but he did not.
Yeah, and Isaac Brown doing what Kenneth Walker does in real life, just able to bounce to the outside, uses elite speed. That quote-unquote 75 speed he has.
As we saw on the graphic, yeah, 75 speed, that was a lie. And Hampton returns it out to the... Oh, I was about to say, if he gets back up and nobody tackles him,
oh my
that
goodness,
would have been probably one of the most insane calls I would have witnessed here up in the booth.
I've seen it happen before where in the game, they'll roll on the defender and they won't be rolled down, but there's the corner and it's gonna be incomplete.
Just slightly overthrows him too high for his receiver to go up and get it. He had him beat, just not a good ball from Ty Simpson. And Keelan Russell is back into the game. 2nd down and 10. Dropping back, eyes downfield. Wants the deep shot. Ryan Williams. And it's swatted down.
Yeah, if Keelan Russell maybe had a little bit more of a cannon on him and threw it deeper, I think, Ryan Williams would have got there. Saw very late. It looked like Williams beat the man, and the defender was just had enough, space there to jump.
Here we go, Keelan
Russell sack.
Gonna get sacked.
Wow. And obviously being down the amount they are, they can go for it, I believe. I don't think the rule says they can't, so... Again, I could be wrong.
4th and 18. Let's see if Bama can just get something here.
Oh my
Pressure
goodness.
Coming. Keelan.
No, sir.
Overthrows. Turnover on downs.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand why not. I know it was a little bit of a distance, but everyone was back. Why not step up and run the ball, run it with Russell? And there it is. Isaac Brown bouncing. Oh my goodness.
Breaks a tackle.
And he somehow gets, 1 yard on that after running 20 yards back.
And that's going to do it for the 2nd quarter, actually. So now we are entering the 3rd quarter. I know it says on the game 2nd quarter, but we are in the 3rd quarter. Louisville potentially can go up even more here. Miller Moss looking, has a man, touchdown. And I mean, if you're the head coach, if you're Electric Days, you have to be shaking your head right now.
Yeah, and I will have to leave in a couple of minutes, Andrew. I do have to get ready for my daytime job. So you will be on your own, but yeah, Louisville's kind of doing the unexpected here. It's almost like the Conor McGregor Jose Aldo fight where it's not even close.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little ugly here. in Tuscaloosa, and Keelan Russell dropping back, has the crosser. Jeremy Bernard, one juke,
Oh
one
my
spin
goodness.
move.
And he's
He does
gone.
have
No,
enough
he's not.
speed. Oh, breaks the tackle but gets out of bounds. And I mean, that's just a great ball, great route. Need more of that though if you are Alabama, as you are down multiple possessions here. Keelan Russell dropping back, rolling right, eyes down the field. Can he get to the edge? He fumbles! But it's recovered by the offense, and that's only going to be a loss of 3 yards here.
I think that was registered as a sack. Maybe I'm wrong, but, you know, again, number 50 of Lubin, you know, again, the stats didn't save, but he was having an amazing game, and they double team him there.
And that is going to be an incomplete pass. Keelan Russell stepping up in the pocket, trying to get it to Ryan Williams, but just could not do that. And here we go, 3rd down and 13. Jam Miller, the man in motion. Keelan Russell looking. And
Oh my goodness, and there's number 6.
intercepted. And that's another turnover for the Alabama offense. They are just not in sync, not on the same page. They cannot get anything going in the passing game.
Yeah, this is very unorthodox, and Isaac Brown once again doing Isaac Brown things, but this is very unorthodox from Electric. I don't know if there's secondary issues going on, you know, behind the scenes that we're not aware of, but this is just, I mean, when you think of Electric Days, I mean, you think of the magic, the sorcery, but you don't see this. I mean, this is, I mean, just wow.
Yeah, I mean, with this caliber of a program, and with the player that Electric is, this is just something none of us had on our bingo card.
But anyway, Andrew, I will have to dip. I don't know if anyone else is keeping score, but I can give the score update in just a moment.
As Miller Moss hands it off, Isaac Brown up the middle, one man to beat, and he's just gonna go in untouched. Touchdown, Louisville, and this is getting very nasty here. I unfortunately lost count of the score, but
I have it currently. It is 63 to 18.
18, yeah. I'm like, I know Electric has 18, but yeah, 63 to 18 is your score, and we are still in the 3rd quarter, by the way. Man, 63 to 18. I promise you, nobody had this on the bingo card. But gotta give credit to DJ. He's doing a heck of a job with this Cardinal team. And here we go, Keelan Russell rolling right. Has a man, takes the deep shot, has him beat. Ryan Williams, one man to beat, but he was unable to get free of that tackle. And if Keelan Russell just threw it a little bit out further, he might have had a walk-in touchdown. But nevertheless, a little bit of tempo offense here. Shotgun set, ball snap. Keelan Russell looking across the middle. That's Isaiah Horton, and there's a flag on the play, and it's going to be a holding on that left tackle, and that play will be coming back. It's going to set up a 1st down and 20 here, ball on the 26-yard line. And here we go, Crimson Tide offense out. Keelan Russell stepping up in the pocket, rolling right, has a man. I will not try to pronounce his last name, but that's a touchdown nevertheless. Keelan Russell with his first touchdown pass of the year, if I'm not mistaken. And they're going to go for 2 here, so the score is 63 to 24. Here we go, Keelan Russell scrambling to his left, and he gets the 2-point conversion. And now the score is going to be 63 to 26. As DJ is going to elect to take the touchback here. And I mean, yeah, this is just, wow. This is just pure domination from this Louisville Cardinals team. Here we go, Isaac Brown as the run defense from Alabama finally wakes up and stops Isaac Brown on that play. It's a loss of 1 yard. We're going to set up a 2nd down and 11 here. And yeah, if you are Louisville, you are looking to probably pull a few starters. Not right now, but I'd say later on in the quarter heading into the 4th. And it's going to be a loss of another yard. This Bama defense, the run defense is finally waking up here. It's going to set up a 3rd down and long for Louisville. Let's see what they elect to do. We're going to line up in the shotgun set. 4 D linemen for Bama. Miller Moss is clapping. He's trying to get this ball. Here we go. Takes the throw, takes the read, incomplete. And now it's going to set up a 4th down and 12. And Louisville is going to punt this ball away.
The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Here we go. Schwartz kicks the ball deep. Ryan Williams, the man to receive this punt. And he has, oh my goodness. Man, that was a great cut back to the right side of the field. And that's going to set up Alabama on the 43-yard line here. I mean, you're down big, you know. I'd say not worry about the score too much. Just see what you could work with here with your Bama offense. And Keelan Russell just gets mollywopped on that play. And that edge rusher he just keeps coming in. He just keeps on screaming. Here we go, 2nd down and 10. Keelan Russell has to get rid of it. Jeremy Bernard with the amazing catch. Gets the 1st down and then some. Gonna see a little bit of tempo offense here. Keelan Russell taking the snap. And he throws an interception. Quinn with the pick. 1 man to beat. Oh, he almost got out of there, but he gets the big defensive play for Louisville. And that has been the theme of today's game. The Louisville defense, have yourself a day. Just turnover after turnover after turnover. And Isaac Brown, oh my goodness, get to the outside, young man. Down the sideline. No man to beat. Touchdown, Louisville. Oh my goodness. This kid is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. He's just game breaking. Isaac Brown, have yourself a day. And yeah, Hampton down the sideline, gets the kick return out to the 31-yard line. My mic just cut out for some reason, but we are back and we are good. And oh, we got the share screen. All right, we are good. Yeah, Louisville. These guys are just out here. They're coming different. Again, this is a top 25 ranked matchup coming into this game. Keelan Russell rolling right, eyes down the field, looking, buying time, takes a deep shot, because why not? Oh, and Jeremy Bernard almost came down with the catch in triple coverage.
Hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit.
Yes, here we go. Shotgun set, trips left. Keelan Russell has all day to throw, takes another deep shot, has a man, Ryan Williams. It's caught out of bounds, down inside the 15, ball on the 12-yard line. And I mean, that ball came out wobbly, but it got there. It got there. And Ryan Williams definitely had a step on that play. Here we go. Keelan Russell rolling right, throws it to Jeremy Bernard. Touchdown, Alabama. As they are desperately just trying to cut into this lead. And they're going to run a fake field goal. Oh, and that was definitely not the play call, but they tried to do something a little bit different to get the extra points. Instead, they don't get an extra point attempt. as Golden takes the knee, touchback. And I mean, yeah, I gotta give props to Coach DJ. He came out this game just he wants to put the league on notice. When he has his Louisville Cardinals, he's just built different, different breed. Everything's different. And here we go, Louisville offense on the field. Miller Moss still in the game. I'm very surprised, but why not take all the snaps for the senior quarterback? And he's going to hand it off to his man, Isaac Brown, who gets about 4 yards on the carry. And I know you see the stats for this game. That said 14 carries for 167 yards. He had about 4 carries for 114 yards last game before the game desynced. So you add that together, that is definitely well over 230 something yards this game. So Isaac Brown, and he's just adding on to it. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2 here. And this crowd here has gone absolutely quiet. I mean, he's able to make adjustments at the line. He can do it all. RPO. And he gets stopped. He's just inches short. And, oh yeah, if you guys aren't aware, we did ban quarterback sneak. I personally do not agree with that. I mean, because quarterback sneak is just what you would want to do here in this situation. And that is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter here. Now we are heading into the 4th quarter. My mistake.
Is the game over, or are we going to like halfway point? It's over. All right.
Yeah.
So 70 to 32.
70,
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
72.
GG Electric.
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
We got
Headphones.
interviews?
Guess so.
All right. We're going to start off with the winning side here with the head coach of Louisville, Coach DJ. Can we get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. How we feeling today?
You know, I wasn't expecting this type of performance from my team. That's pretty surprising. You know, just walking into Tuscaloosa, you know, against a much better team. You know, me and Electric, we have a history of playing each other, like, and you know what we did today. That's probably the best game I've ever played, like ever, in a college football or a Madden game. You know, I put the beats on. You know, I just locked in. You know what I'm saying? So proud of this team. We beat a really great opponent. You know, we were locked in from start to finish, and we just stayed disciplined. We adjusted what we saw the different things, and we came out on top. And I'm really proud of this team.
I like that. I like that. Now, as far as your defense, I mean, hats off to them, right? They came out. You must have did some film study, some extra film study, and some more film study, because that defense they were lights out. They came out and they just won and dominated the turnover battle, to be honest with you. How do you feel about your defense moving forward into this season?
Well, I can't lie. I literally ran one defensive coverage this entire game. And all it really takes is just like 3 adjustments, and it's perfect. I mean, I allowed some things, obviously. Like, yeah, sure, you got a few deep balls, you know. I mean, that was like late, like when I was, you know, up top, when I was, you know, leading by a lot. But, you know, that's just points at the end. But you know, this is probably the greatest defense ever. Well, not greatest defense ever. That's a stretch, but they played super well today. So, you know, if we keep playing like this the rest of the season, I mean, this is a national championship competing team, and you know, to start the season like that with the win, that's a big win. So proud of this defense, and we still got 11 games left, and we just gotta take care of each single one. Go Cards!
All right, and I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the Louisville Cardinals and Coach DJ. Congrats on the big dub for you guys.
Thank
And we're
you.
gonna go ahead and flip this thing like a pancake to the losing team and Alabama Crimson Tide head coach Electric Days. Can we get a copy?
Yo, bro, what up? What up?
Yo, bro, how we feeling?
Yeah. I don't. It is what it is. I don't really like. I don't really care. I don't really don't care. But I mean, that's. I guess that's good. I mean, he haven't really seen anything for real. We didn't really show out our real offense for the playoffs, and either way, I'm Bama. Come on, bro. I'm going to make the playoffs off one loss. I'm not losing anymore. Hopefully, his lag stops. After the lag, I'm pretty okay. So, team gonna be good. I ain't really worried about it. The loss, it is what it is. They can laugh and do what all they want. I play Hell State next week, so just put belt the ass to him and go to the playoffs.
Now, with this loss, are you concerned about the outside noise, and I mean the HPL noise that will be made as far as the media headlines come out with the final score of this game?
Nah, I don't really like give a fuck. I'm sorry, I really don't care. I mean, like, if you're this hype over a regular season game, I guess you won. Great job, but I don't really care. The game was like lagging like most of the game, and I'm for sure Andrew, you can say that. So, it is what it is. We lose, we lose. A loss, no matter how big the loss is a loss. So I'm still gonna go to the playoffs no matter what. It really don't matter.
All right, and I think with that all being said, that's gonna wrap up our post-game interviews. If you guys made it this far into this stream, we appreciate y'all so much as always. And EA Sports, come on, fix the game. We gotta stop these desyncs. And it's been your man Andrew the God, head coach from Rutgers University in the booth. Shout out Hex for being here for the time being, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.